Hello everyone, new update. I'm finally making a showcase video. It's been a little bit. Okay, we've got hamster beds. Let me just put some of these down. You can see how this works. Actually, no, we need to link these guys. So Arturo, you get the oak hamster bed. There we go. Now if I make Arturo stand up, yep, it's daytime, so they went to bed. Good job. All right, now Peter, you get the spruce bed. Ooh. Yes, I love the spruce bed. Okay. And voila, Peter is going to bed. Very good. Okay. I'll get the rest of these guys in bed and then show you what settings there are. Okay, everyone is peacefully sleeping. And now, let me show you a few settings. So, well, actually, I'm crouched right now, so you can see if I crouch, we get a lot of info about the hamster bed. You can interact with it with items to change all the settings. Hey, check this out. So bed and wander mode settings, and I've turned on circadian chaos, and I've turned down the intervals to 5 and 10 seconds. So the shortest amount of time that they will take a nap is 5 seconds, and the longest they will take a nap or take a break is 10 seconds. So most of them are sleeping, but then occasionally they'll just wake up and they'll go on a little stroll for a little bit, and then they'll come back to bed. So it's like randomized even though it's daytime. What are you looking at, sir? Yes? Can I help you, sir? Also, the beds are all animated. So if I place a bed, we get a nice jiggly animation and leaves go everywhere. Oh! Theodore was eager to get in bed. I accidentally right-clicked right there. Now, for one of my favorite features, I'm gonna go place the beds upside down in key locations. Alright. So just give me a minute. Hamster beds all around. And now... look at the atmosphere. Of course, we have some other particles from the sunflower meadow here. But check this out. We have cozy leaf particles. I can also take the hamster bedding item and just right-click. And we get a cloud of cozy leaf particles, and they even have like localized wind gusts that I can show you in a second. So you can also put them in dispensers if you want the leaf particles to blow a specific direction. Let's see, falling leaf settings. Here we go. Dynamic drift is on right now, but if I turn this off, I can then set the static drift angle anywhere that I want, 360 degrees. So I could, if I knew which way north and south was. Oh, look, I put it in the I put it in the tooltip. Okay, so anyway, now that you know that, you can set them to blow whichever way you would like. But I'm going to turn on dynamic drift. So this means over a period of 3 minutes, the drift angle will basically cover a full 360 degree circle. Actually, you know, the best way to show you this would be if I just right click with the hamster bedding item. And we're getting a bunch of leaf particles. Oh, there they go. And it's very, very subtle, but you can hear a little bit of a sound effect. I made a very subtle, like a breeze sound. I'm writing a note to myself right now to make a volume slider for that, because obviously if you have a lot of sound physics mod installed, you may need to be able to change the volume. Okay, next up, there's been some cool feature improvements. I'm going to disable wander mode on all of these beds, so the hamsters will all start to follow me. Okay, here we go. So new sitting animations and sound effects. And then unsitting. Come here, Deng Xiaoping. Okay, this is my favorite part, actually. So time to show you the improvements to the hamster Yeet. So let's get Deng Xiaoping. Let's get Louise. Let's get Peter the Great. Okay, now let me go put a creeper down here. This is the original hamster Yeet. In case you haven't seen it, this is kind of what it looks like. So let me get a little bit far away from this guy. Boom. Okay, hamster is fine. He's okay, just needs a little wake up. Come on, Peter. Get back on my shoulder. Okay. So Peter's okay. See? Now here are the improvements. The only way I can show you these improvements is to put an armor stand down because I need to hit this thing from really far away. So I've added sound effects for incoming hamsters. If a hamster's been thrown at you, you'll now hear this sound. So let me get right here. Then I'm going to look straight up. Actually, before I do this, I'm going to turn up the throw velocity just so you can see what happens if you get hit by a hamster that came from a long way off. These hamsters are going to go a little further than they normally would, and I'm going to throw one straight up. Oh, there goes Peter the Great. And you heard the sound effect for the incoming hamster on his way back down. Let me do 3 at once. Some of them may hit the targets and some may not. We'll see how this goes. And... well, I missed all 3 times, but you heard the incoming sounds. So now, that's what you're going to hear. If a hamster is coming for you, you will hear the reverse Doppler effect, and the incoming hamster will have a sound effect. Also, the it's another thing I need to show you. Now you'll hear if you throw a hamster at a target that is more than 16 blocks away. Normally, you would actually not have heard anything because Minecraft actually deletes the sound. If you're farther than 16 blocks away, you won't hear it. But I've overridden that, and there's basically a duplicate of the sound effect that plays if you throw your hamster more than 16 blocks. So let's try this. I missed. Problematically, Peter the Great looks like a sunflower, so I'm having trouble locating. Aha! So I'm more than 16 blocks away now, and you should hear a slight sound when the hamster hits. Yeah! So now you hear your impact sounds, and I could have gone up to 50 blocks away, which is actually quite a bit, and you still would have barely heard. It's actually the volume is dynamically adjusted depending on how far away you are. So from back here, if I hit the target, it would have sounded very quiet. I don't have it mapped out exactly in this world, but it's up to 49 blocks. You'll still hear the sound. Oh, I almost forgot. I added a new animation for it, so they no longer spin like a football. They're a lot more animated in the air. Actually, I'll just throw some, and I'll use the flashback mod to show you what they look like. So there's now an arcing feature. They arc through the air in a graceful way. That's so far. I need to turn down the velocity. Cool feature about fuzzy config. Check this out. You can go into your settings that you've changed, hamster yeet settings, and I can right click this setting, and I can choose crows. Okay, so you can right click a setting, and you can say restore defaults, and it only restores the defaults for that one setting. You can also restore defaults for all the settings if you click on changes and then click restore default. Now I can throw a hamster the normal distance, and you can see the graceful arc through the air. I love it. What? There's a hawk? Okay. It's just... oh, and don't forget, if you go to the config, you can then click on Lost My Book to get yourself the Hamster Tips Guidebook, or you can craft it with a sliced cucumber and a regular book. And if you go in there, you can go to Advanced Rodentry, and there's a new entry for The Great Escape. It has pretty pictures of everything and includes recipes. Lots of good info here. Here's how to craft hamster beds. We even have the recipes for all the other colors in case you need that. And then some other little tips for how to control the beds and stuff. So, pretty cool. Also, if you hadn't paid attention to the last few updates, the Hamster Tips Guidebook did get a big upgrade. So, it is massively improved. Lots of pretty pictures on lots of different things. So check that out. Another major thing, if you have a mod pack, check this out. Let's go to the config again. I've added a new config, world gen settings. We've got spawn settings for the hamsters now. So now you get variant spawning by biome. So we've got the top priority, which is blue, and then it goes down in priority level. Orange doesn't have one because they're the default, but you can actually choose what biomes. This is great because it works with, you can see modded biomes here. And then bush and sunflower stuff has been moved to here. So now before you even start a world, you can tell the bushes where to spawn. So, which is nice because if you start your world already, then it will already be generating chunks. So then it's too late at that point. So that's pretty much it for the main big feature updates. I did fix a few little things, such as if you died with shoulder hamsters, they will now correctly spawn beside you. There's also settings for that, so you can choose to have them stay on your shoulder when you die, or you can have them just spawn at wherever you died at that location, and they'll be passed out, and you have to come, which is actually good, so they won't attack whatever killed you. They'll just pass out on the ground. So there's that, and then there's also like I fixed a little thing where orange hamsters were spawning in, they were spawning on gravel beaches on 1.20. So I fixed that. Just a few various little things like that. But I'm pretty excited about the new Hamster Beds and Wander Mode, and especially the new updates to the Hamster Yeet feature, so it's a lot more immersive now. Also, the voting period for Mod of the Year is still going on, so get your votes in. You can vote all the way up to December 29, so that's a Monday. The CurseForge Terms of Service page was actually incorrect. It said December 22nd, but it's actually December 29, so I just got that confirmed by them. So that means keep telling your friends because we need a lot of help. This mod, there's some other mods in this contest that have a much bigger following. And also, to be honest, when Noxus made the showcase video for Adorable Hamster Pets, it was a little bit lacking, I would say. He was a bit rushed. Got to give the guy a break. He's a busy guy. But anyway, I have not had time to make a detailed trailer myself. So we really need people to spread the word so people know how fun the mod is. Because just from his showcase video, it didn't show off all the features very well. So yeah, spread the word and let people know December 29th is the last day for voting. And let's see if we can be one of the 3 winners, because that would be absolutely awesome. Alright, that does it for me. Let's just watch this little hamster go to sleep. And while we do that, you can have some really, really bad ASMR, because I'm practically eating my microphone right now. Hello, this is Editor Dawson. Just letting you know that I totally forgot to tell you there's a whole lot more stuff in this update. So check out the changelog, link in description. So, here we go.